my shorts, nigga. I'm your daddy, nigga. You got my shorts on, nigga. I own that, nigga. Bitch ass nigga, stupid fuck.
Stupid ass bitch, horse muppet ass bitch.
You been like a steak bug, nigga. You all legs and no torso, nigga.
Once you lose your muscle, you're ugly.
You got no muscle, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Wait, is it back? Hey, bro, Edward, please, bro, take her from me, bro. Take her from me, bro. Take her, Edward. Please.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was cooking anything earlier. Okay.
Anybody bought a bang? I need a
Eat that.
I see you. Damn. Wait, is this the right class? Oh no, never mind. She's there.
Wait, is that India? What? Is that India Love? That's India? What's she teaching?
Let's do it. She teaches like she teaches like relations. Alright, we do gotta wait the rounds for them. We do got the brick. You know what I mean? You got a whole presentation. Oh, yeah.
Wait, Chad, you want me to sit in the front? Wait, can they see my face?
Yeah. As useful as possible for smaller streamers, for anyone that you are streaming to who may not yet be doing their own thing on stream, and the content creators in general. And so I'm going to talk to you about how authenticity helps you build your personal brand, helps you find the right brand partnerships, and for those of you who
next time the method is to wait to sit last because you can choose the best seat.
In brand building, marketing, and advertising. So I come from the brand side of things. I can talk to you about what brands are looking for in order to pay you an absolute goddamn fucking shit ton of money. So we're going to talk about how you make money, and very importantly, how you negotiate to get as much money as
Real class.
I'm not someone who just talks up here and, tells you what to do. Everything I talk to you about, I'm doing myself. I'm trying, I'm failing, I'm experimenting, I'm trying again. And so I'm going to talk to you about how I built a content creating platform in the public sector of sex. A new sex education content creating platform building. I hope someone might want to participate in. And as I said, I'm going to open it up to Q&A and discussion. And as I realize,
Okay, let's move. This back for me to see.
So, I believe anything in life and business starts with you and your values. So if you've never done this exercise, take a long, hard look inside yourself and ask yourself, what do I stand for? What do I believe in? What do I value? What am I all about? Because first of all, when you do that, it makes life so much easier. Life still throws at you all the shit it always will, but you know exactly what to do about that shit in any given situation in a way that is true to you. And that is the secret of happiness. Living your life and working your work in a way that is always true to your values. And when you do that exercise of what do I stand for, that will help you identify something very useful in business and in life, which is what I call your default throwaway descriptor. Every single one of you sitting in this room right now has a personal default throw descriptor, even if you don't know it. Your default throw descriptor is what happens when two people meet at a party here at Streamer University, and they're talking, and one of them knows you, and the other one doesn't. Okay? So the one that knows you goes, blah, blah, your name, and the other person goes, oh, who's that? And the first person goes, oh, you know, blah, blah, they, blah. Your default throw descriptor is how somebody sums you up very quickly when you are not in the room. We all have one. And as you can probably imagine, it'd be a good idea to make that default throw descriptor what you actually want it to be. So I recommend, and by the way, your default throw descriptor is not your streamer name, okay? It is how people describe what you're all about, what you stand for. And the reason it's important to identify that, to sum up your one soundbite, your one tagline that sums you up, is because I'm a big advocate of be your own filter. And let me explain what I mean by that. Anyone who follows me on social media will know that I have a tagline I use across all my profiles. My tagline is, I like to blow shit up. I'm the Michael Bay of business. And I came up with that tagline years ago when I was in a meeting talking to some clients about consulting with them. And I said to them, I was telling them about my approach. I said, I consult very selectively, only for clients and brands who want to change the game in their particular sector. You come to me for radical, transformative, groundbreaking, innovative. I don't do status quo. And I lightheartedly said, I like to blow shit up. I'm minding their business. Everybody laughed. I left the room and I thought, that is actually a really good way of summing up what I do, and I've been using that line ever since. But I don't use that line as a bit of fun, a bit of creativity. I use it deliberately, because when I talk about what I do in this way, it attracts the people who want what I do, it repels the ones who don't. And I want to repel the ones who don't want what I do because they're a waste of time, effort, and money. So identify your default throw descriptor and use it to be your own filter. And I'm going to ask you a very old-fashioned question here. Okay, show of hands, how many of you own yourownname.com? Okay, guys, I highly recommend, you do, fantastic. I highly recommend buying your own URL, ASAP. And I say that especially for smaller streamers starting out, anybody who wants to build their personal brand. Because on the business side of things, on the brand side of things, the first thing people do when they want to find out more about you is they will Google you. And if you're lucky enough to be a very popular streamer, of course, you'll have a ton of different manifestations come up. But if you're still making it, okay, you want to have yourownname.com come up as result number one in search. You want to put a holding page there that tells people how to think about you before Google does it for you. So buy yourownname.com and just put up, you can just put up a one-page landing page, but tell people how to think about you the way you want them to think about you. Then let's move on to making money. So I observe, and by the way, I'm a total outsider in streamer world, obviously. But I observe that people tend to look at the way that other people are making money and go, that's the only way you do it. And I want to encourage you to think differently, because how you make money is entirely up to you. This is what we all want to get to. Less work, more money. Am I right? In an ideal world? Yeah. So instead of just going to the Twitch monetization page, a really good starting point for how you want to make money is to just ask yourself, how would I like to make money? In an ideal world, what's the really easy way I'd like to make money? You remember I said to you, start with your values. This is how brands operate. Shared values plus shared action equals profit, financial profit, social profit. When you reach out to a brand and say, I share the same values as you do, then they are more inclined to want to partner with you. And there's a piece of advice that I give to people, have done for many years, about how to move up in your career. And this is usually for people who are working at a company, at a business. It's very simple. There's one thing you can do that will accelerate your career more than anything else, and it's this. Understand how the company you work for makes money, recommend ways to make more money. Everyone will listen. Same deal with the brand. Understand how the brand makes money and tell them how you will make them more money. There is nobody who will not take that meeting.
I like that.
Yep.
He's gonna make it.
Yep. And now, when you do that, importantly, bear in mind people value you at the value you are seen to put on yourself. Because I also observe that brands are taking advantage of streamers, influencers, content creators, and I want to encourage you to make sure that you project the value that you have, that you bring to the table. People value the value you are seen to put on yourself. I have a sweater that I post a lot on social. Whenever anybody talks about the fact that somebody is trying to cheapskate them, fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you, pay yes. Fuck you, pay us. Fuck you, middle finger.
Exactly.
I love you for that.
Yeah, exactly. And so everybody, when you are talking about a brand partnership, okay, when you are negotiating, when you are trying to get someone to pay you for anything you're doing, this is the amount you ask for, always. You ask for the highest amount you can say out loud without actually bursting out laughing. Seriously, practice it in the mirror first, okay? Ask for bigger and bigger amounts. Decide the biggest amount you can say out loud without actually bursting out laughing, and that is what you ask for. And trust me, I've been giving this advice for many years, and I promise you it works. Every week someone writes to me and says, you know, a woman wrote to me and said she was negotiating pay raise. She did that and she got double what she was currently paid. So always ask for the highest amount you can say out loud without actually bursting out laughing.
And go to the restaurant?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, feel free. And bear in mind something else, everybody. These are two of the most beautiful words in the English language. Payment up front. When you negotiate, when you get that deal, payment up front.
That's true.
Right?
That is very true. They'll try to play you stupid if you don't.
No, and again, I work as a consultant, okay? And I have corporate clients who want to pay me 3 months in arrears after I finish the job. Fuck that shit. Payment up front, yes.
Also, you need the front end, not the back end.
Yeah.
I love the back end.
Oh, what?
Wait, no, I was agreeing.
But you want to get something
Right, no, I was agreeing.
Respect Professor Gallup. It's a serious class.
I want to talk to you now about how I've been living my own philosophies. Because, as I said, I don't just talk about this, I'm actually doing it, like you guys are, in my own way.
Real life.
You know, yeah. So, I have a business that is a complete and total accident. I did not set out to do this. It came about because I date younger men. They tend to be men in their 20s.
Okay.
And
Wait, city girl.
Now?
And for many years. And for many years.
Cause you're a city girl, period.
But,
Oh, you seeing someone now?
I've seen several someones now.
Oh, I like you.
Let me continue. So, which is why 17, 18 years ago, long before anyone else realized this, I realized through my direct personal experience dating younger men that when we don't talk openly and honestly about sex, porn becomes sex education by default in not a good way. I'm an actually action-oriented person. I want to do something about this. So 16 years ago, I put up a tiny clunky website on no money at makelovenotporn.com. That in its original form was kind of a public service announcement. Porn world versus real world. Here's what happens in the porn world, here's what happens in the real world. I launched Make Love Not Porn at the TED conference in 2009. I became the only TED speaker to say the words, "come on my face," on the TED stage several times. If you go to my TED talk, you'll find it. My talk went viral as a result, and it drove an extraordinary global response to my tiny website that I had never anticipated. Thousands of people wrote to me from all around the world. Young and old, men and female, straight and gay, pouring their hearts out, telling you things about their sex lives and their porn watching